So, what was your reaction when you saw S1 diss Mysonne?
I didn't like it.
He said that you told him he was wrong.
Yeah, I didn't like it because it's publicly and it shows separation. Whereas like even I'd have made that mistake before, and I did that with Mice, but I did it with Mice prematurely too because I thought Mice was coming at me for being this, and I was cool with being cool with Wack and Hassan Campbell. It was, and I think he still was. It was a little sub, but I still shouldn't have. He did what I did. Plus, so I'm like, but I didn't do that.
Wait, is that the time that Cuban said that he helped like squash it?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't do that though. I didn't do what S1 did. I said, oh shit, like he, you know.
Yeah, because he emptied the whole clip.
Emptied the clip, and those are like fighting words, and it's like, again, like I said, I told Hassan Campbell, and shout out to Hassan Campbell. That's my bro. Right?
Yeah, shout out to Hassan,
regardless of who don't fuck with him, I do. So I don't care. If you don't, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not getting in the middle of y'all beef. I can squash it if y'all want. That's how I am. But anyway, like, it was just too harsh, and it was like real disrespectful. So I'm like, yo, bro, nah, like, and you don't want your platform. You don't want to come home and your platform to look negative in the way you got a platform you building. Just work on that, build it up. Like, you don't want, you know what I'm saying? People will invest in you. And with that type of energy, people start pulling back from you. You know, I want his platform to be a successful one, a positive one. You know what I'm saying? He just did 16 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his message, that ain't your message. That's not the message you want to give to the world. So that was like the talk I had to him. Also, like, you know, at the end of the day, me and Mike differ in politics. So if you'd have came at his politics, I'd understand that. Like, that's what I did. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? He be on his Democrat shit. I'm more conservative. We disagree on politics, but I'm not gonna come at him in a way where it's like, it look like we gotta fight when we see each other. Like, that's not even celebrity boxing type of words fighting. That was like, they go, we see each other, we go fight. You know what I mean? So I'm like, nah, bro, we ain't going down that path. He understood though. That's why he understood. Like, nah, you know what? You right. And I wasn't the only one who told him. Shout out to Tone. You know, Tone. We was all on the phone, and it was like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? Like,
but did you understand where he's coming from? Why he felt the way he did?
I understand where he's coming from. I understand. I'm not saying how he feel. He's not wrong.
His approach was wrong.
Yes, his approach is wrong. Yeah, how he feel, he's not wrong. Nobody can tell you how to feel. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, how you feel is not wrong. Nobody can tell you how to feel. But he could have picked up the phone and maybe had a conversation with Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, like, now I really feel this type of way, bro. Like, on some real shit. Like, they could have went from there and had a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Did you talk to Mysonne about the situation at all?
Nah, I didn't talk to Mike about the situation.
Okay, what about the situation with you and Q? Have you talked to Mice about that?
No.
What do you think about the narrative that Mysonne is unable to affiliate himself with you guys because of where he's at now with the work he does?
I don't like it. But hey, I respect it. If that's how he feel, then, you know, it is what it is. You know, I just know how to move accordingly myself, how to move accordingly. Like, you know, that's how he feel. It is what it is, you know?
Because what I told S1 during our interview was like, when S came home, he was really on some positive stuff, like with the guns down, life up. You know, he had that story with Lisa Evers, and like the music that he was working on too seemed like it had a positive message, right? So I couldn't understand like why that would be the case if Mysonne really felt that way, because it's like he just did all this time, and you know, you're supposed to be able to change, right, and get a second chance. So why wouldn't you want to be associated with someone that you was crew with before? Like, look at Joe. Joe can be around all his goons, but still be next to the vice president. Why is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, I agree with you, bro. And trust me, look, niggas been using me against me for years. I get that. I got that energy before S1, right? Because I've been home. I came home a vegan, selling vegan juices. I came home, yo, bro, I'm pushing a rabbit hole. I'm speaking about everything other than anything that got to do with street shit. Like, I'm not even active in the street, but I still get that energy from dudes like they don't want to stand next to me because like it's something negative around me. I guess once you got a certain stigma about you, people just like, I guess people feel like they can't control you. then they don't really want you next to them because you outshine them, and maybe because they feel like you might fuck they shit up. I don't know. I don't know what's in these people's mind, bro. It used to bother me. It don't no more because I be telling Esther, yo, bro, we don't need nobody. I always tell him. I've been telling him that for years. We don't need nobody. Nobody, bro. What we got to do is just work, put our effort in. You know, my cousin Paul always told me, he said, Hoke, I never seen nobody work as hard as you or did not make it and did not just make it big. Like, just keep working. We not late. We not late to the party. Most millionaires in this country don't touch their first million. This is like 90-something% of millionaires don't touch their first million until they end their 40s. So for everybody that be like, old nigga, yo, I just hit 40, nigga. Like, I'm in my early 40s. I'm not late to the party. 40 is your prime. And I be telling S1 that, like, yo, bro, we good. We don't need nobody, bro. We good. We home. Now I got a fucking case. It's crazy. I just be like, yo, look, we ain't got no cases over our heads. We ain't got no worry about law enforcement. The last thing I thought I was gonna have to worry about law enforcement, but that's how I was talking. We ain't got no law enforcement, but you know, I'm gonna get through this, and we here. We gonna get past this, and we here, man. We on our way up. We on our way to millies. Like, I'm not even worried about it. I'm not worried about nobody else who supports none of that no more. You don't see me crying, none of that. I'm just working. I'm just focused and doing my thing. I got my rabbit hole family, and that's who I build with, because those people build with me and they care about me and they want to see me successful. And we work together. Focus on the people who focus on you, who give you that same energy. Mm-hmm. And this is for any artist out there, anybody that's out there that has a business, or you working on your artistry, or you a content creator. The people that supporting you, pick them one by one. Pick them out of your fucking comment section. Make sure you comment back to all the people who's commenting on you that put a fire sign, whatever, because they like what you're doing. Build with those people. Build your own tribe outside of your family. You have to. Because your family is going to view you as who you are. When they see you grow up, they think they know you. They don't know what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, but they think they know you. So they view you is never going to change. So you have to get outside of your family and your friends and meet other people. Strangers is going to change.
Strangers support you more.
They're going to change your life. Strangers. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel, and that's how I be moving. So even though I don't like just, whatever, that thing with Mice or whatever, how or you can't stand next to certain thing, that's how he moving. Hey, what can I say? Still my bro.
Right.
That's just how he moving.
I think that for S1, the perspective is just more of like, because when he got out, Mice was telling him like, yo, I could do this for you. I could do this. And it's kind of like it's almost like giving somebody your word. And then next thing you know, like you pulling back. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and he'll tell you, I told him everybody's going to do that, bro. Ain't nobody going to do. I told him, he'll tell you, nobody's going to care. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to do nothing. I told him that.
He said that in our interview too. He said that you said that.
I'm telling you, bro, because I know. So it's like, we good though. S is good. We good, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of thoroughbreds out here, but I know we thoroughbreds. And when I say that, it ain't just about putting in work in the street. Like, no, we honorable men who stand on our square, and we about our business, and we gonna put this work in. So just because you don't want to stand next to me, other people will, and they are. And I'm happy and comfortable with that. I'm actually more comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? Because they not looking at me as competition. I think niggas be looking at us as competition.
Last question before we get off the Mice situation, but S said that he heard from a very reliable source that when you guys got hit the first time with the charges, that Mice said something along the lines of, I had to get off the sinking ship, basically, or who wants to go down with a sinking ship?
I never heard that. I tell you this much, right? This is what I'm going to say. Everything that goes up start to come down, right? We went to jail. We went down. Everything that goes up started to come down. Look, this what we doing right now. We going up. I'm not hating on nobody, they platform or whatever, but people can view it. Who's getting more of the spotlight now? Who's who's doing something that's making a lot of noise more than, I'm not in competition with nobody, right? But if that's how somebody feel, I'm not saying he said that. That's some sucker shit, but that's how they feel. That's how they feel. I don't care. I'm being real with you, bro. I don't care. Hocus is just going up. They trying to slow me down with this case. I'm gonna smoke them and I'm gonna keep going up. So that's it, bro.